We've spoken before about no-fly zones, but President Zelensky continues to plead for it. And yesterday on this program, we heard some retired Canadian generals saying that a no-fly zone enforced by NATO seems like a good idea, something worthwhile. What's your view on that?
Well, instinctively, one thinks, well, that's the only thing we can do. We've got to stop this Russian aggression. We've got to help people of Ukraine. But we're dealing with a nuclear power. We're dealing with a very unpredictable leadership of Vladimir Putin. And a no-fly zone really means that you have to bomb Russian positions, bases, as well as take out their aircraft. And that means we NATO, are directly then engaging in war with Russia. And that is a political calculation that is extremely risky and is one that, until this point, no one is prepared to consider. So it sounds right to do, but it's fraught with all kinds of difficulties. And I respect the two generals that you had on the show yesterday. They speak from great experience, but it's something that we have to really consider very, very carefully.
Which leads me to the Green leader, Elizabeth May, in the House of Commons, an impassioned speech today.
Not one more Ukrainian child. Please, God, stop the bombs. Please, let's have a ceasefire.
When you hear that kind of visceral appeal, if not a no-fly zone, then what?
Well, I think everyone feels the same way as Elizabeth May, and she expressed it extremely well for millions of Canadians and citizens around the world. It's unconscionable this is happening in the 21st century. But I think the Canadian government is responding as best it can in welcoming refugees and, in effect, putting Canada on a wartime footing in accepting refugees and trying to deal with it that way. Canadian hospitals being involved. So I think that really is the answer at the moment on the humanitarian side.
And David, one last question: within NATO, how much of a voice does Canada have?
Canada has a very strong voice. We have a terrific participation over the last 70 years. Our wartime effort in the Second World War, in Korea, in UN peacekeeping missions, all of that gives us very great authority. And I believe that Prime Minister Trudeau is listened to by other leaders, and that gives me some comfort.
Great to have you on the program, David. Thank you very much.
Thank you.